Alright, let's get some tweets out and some social media stuffs. And we will start. So, let's get this show on the road. Alright, and looks good, looks good. And so yeah, we're live. Alright, so welcome to chat everyone, and welcome to some Pokemon Reborn. This is Owen here coming at ya, and we were doing some grinding last time. I had off last week, was feeling a bit under the weather, but we are back, and yeah, let's go ahead and get some stuff going. Right. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm live. And yeah, it looks like I am. Perfect. Alright, so, yeah. So first up is, I'm just gonna quickly do a quick check-ins, kind of see where everyone's at. Yeah, I'll see if I can cut somebody. Not my strongest move, certainly, but definitely on the table. So as I recall, I believe the entire squad was EV trained, so now we're just going to try and get some levels in, and then from there, well, we'll see how it goes. Alright, stomp a mud hole. So yeah, we're just gonna try and get some EXP in while we can, get our people up to the appropriate level, and then from there we'll try and take on the gym. But first and foremost, we're gonna see if we can do a little bit more grinding for cash, and to get a couple of levels on our dudes, and then from there we'll make our way back to challenge our rival. And how are you doing tonight, Nick? Man, that hurt me a lot. Alright. None of my Pokemon have strength. That's a shame. Yeah, none of them have strength, which means I have no way to get back. That's a wild. Alright, well then I guess this means we have to head back to pick up something that can push the boulders, and then we'll head back. Nice that it's not raining this time. Alright, and for EV training, I guess we should probably double check and see who's done. Oh, that's right, we do have to finish EV training this Sandshrew. for attack. So we can get around to doing that at some point today if we'd like. Naive, that's plus speed minus special defense. That's not a bad nature for a Pidgeot. Yep, then we got Chugs as well. Let's take a look here. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump in Discord, see if maybe I can go hit up somebody to hang out for a bit. We'll see. All right. All right, so I think what we'll do, because we still have to level up. Well, actually, they're all kind of okay in level. So I think what we'll do for now is we'll go ahead and swap out Dragalge, just to grab something that can use Strength. And then from there we'll go ahead and head back to the Grand Hall, I think. And for those of you who do have it, I'm going to be making a Discord channel, or I have a Discord channel rather, that I'm going to be opening up to the public, and that'll be primarily for use for the Thursday D&D talk show that we do, podcast. I guess it's a podcast technically. So if you missed it, I do a show now on Thursdays with my buddy Marvin called Talking as a Free Action, where we talk about D&D and stuff. And if you join the Discord, you can guest. You can join in. We only have like one guest or so per go per episode. But if it's something that you're interested in doing, join the Discord and yeah, hit us up. Let us know. Alright, let's teach Strength to Infernape. Hey, Bunny. How you doing, man? I'm in Discord if you want to chat. Cool, no problem, man. So last, let's see here. Same to you, Nick, if you wanted to stop by, if you're still watching, that is. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some levels in, and from there we'll just kind of play it by ear. Welcome in, Taigetsu. I was just letting the stream know about our Thursday show. Ouch. Welp. I should have just sent out Lunatone first. It was greedy. I can respect that. Yep, just gonna double team and cheese it out. Hey, it's some extra coin. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and I think at this point, let me just check my cash real quick. So I'm at 12k. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to the department store, stock up on super potions and such, because where the gym is located, there isn't really a shop nearby. And then from there, I'm going to probably take on the rival challenge and see how it goes. I'm still going to have to figure out what to do about the mid-tier general needs and vitamins. Yeah, this is what I want. So I'm going to pick up some great balls. Just because you never know when I may need those. And I'll pick up some super potions. And that's basically all of my cash at this point. I think whatever's left over I'm fine losing if that's what happens. Alright, so back to the forest after I pick up Infernape. Do I need Infernape? Yeah, I think I do. At least to get through the caves anyways. And yeah, from here we'll head over to the rival challenge. And we'll see how it goes, and see if I can do something about that damn Nidoking. I'm hoping that the Dragalge is going to be sufficient to try and top it. I believe last time he led with the Muck, so I'm not sure what my best choice is to try and beat that. Alright, so let's just head back through the Tanzan Mountains. Oops, wrong way. Welcome in, viewers. Oh, nice. Shiny Geodude. I almost want to catch this just on principle. I'm gonna run. But that Geodude was gold. Alright, so we made it to the woods again. So let's find our way back to the gym. And then from there we should be able to make it to the gym challenge. A Tauros? I should probably catch one of these things at some point. Yeah, sure. We'll fight it with Rapidash. Wow, I'm shocked that didn't kill it. Alright, let's ride the Shoepuff. 10 points to Hufflepuff if you get that reference. Hmm. Let's see here. We're almost there. It's just at the end of this path. Nice. Alright. This damn thing. Yeah. Everywhere, nowhere, indeed. So chat, how's your weekend been so far? Alright, let's think this through. What team are we gonna go with? Alright, so he leads with the Muck, which is darkened. I believe last time the Simian did not come close to killing it. Alright, so let's check out Muck's stats here, and we'll kind of see what the dealio is. So it's weak to ground. That means that we could probably lead with Dugtrio, and Dugtrio should probably do the trick. I'm curious if Rapidash is stronger at this point. So it's 155 attack, 141 speed, 151 attack, 157 speed. So honestly, the Rapidash is faster at this point than the Infernape, and it almost hits as hard. And honestly, I think it probably hits harder, just because its moves are so much more dangerous with Flare Blitz and such. So I think that is good enough reason to probably bench Simian for now. And then we'll kind of explore our other options here. Dirty Dirty is an interesting option. Not the best, but certainly a possibility. We could try using aggro, maybe? $180 attack. So I think that makes him my hardest hitting, and he's pretty quick too. Let me check. Alright, so 189, 150. So he definitely would be my hardest hitting physical attacker. Bulk up, Giga Impact. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let's try Dirty Dirty for now, just to kind of see how it goes. And then we'll kind of Actually, no, I'd take it back. let's go ahead and try aggro for now and see how it goes. Alright, let's take a look here. So since he's leading with the Muck, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and lead with the Dugtrio, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so here we get to talk to the Gossip Gardevoir, as well as the gym leader, Radimus. And then shortly afterwards, Cain steps in, after Luna runs away. Alright. Alright, Cain, let's see how this goes. Alright, this is going to be our first time battling a significant opponent with our, EV'd team. So I'll be interested to see how it goes. And let's lead with Earthquake. Wow, it lived. Okay. Let's rock, yeah, for sure. Mimikyu. I feel like I should know what Mimikyu is. Alright, so Mimikyu is the one that has the illusionary thing. The disguise, so once in battle, can withstand one damaging attack without receiving damage. It is Ghost Fairy, which means it's weak to Ghost, it's weak to Steel. So if it's weak to Ghost and weak to Steel, let's go and swap out for something that can just damage it. Weak to Ghost, weak to Steel. It's a Fairy type, I probably don't want to send out that thing. Ghost Fairy, I guess we'll switch in Taru, even though it's a dragon type as well. Do I risk the Whirlwind? Got the Swords Dance in. Alright, let's do a Whirlwind. Oh, that's probably gonna kill it. Shit. So this thing can't be that strong. Let's go ahead and send in Dugtrio, because Dugtrio is actually pretty quick. And we'll hit it with Earthquake, I think. Or maybe suck. Nah, Earthquake's fine. I think I'm gonna outspeed it, right? I should. I don't think these things are that fast. Nah, they're not that fast. Oh, and a Shadow Sneak? That's rough. Okay. New plan. Oh, that was dumb. I forgot this thing's a ghost type. Okay, I definitely punted here. Alright, let's hit with Toxic. So this battle's not going very well. I think that's pretty clear. Yeah, Shadow Sneak is like a ghost type quick attack. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna kind of run through the battle. I'm not... Aggro literally has no ability to actually damage this thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm fine actually just losing the cash or whatever and just taking it like that. I definitely played somewhat poorly, all things considered. And the Mimikyu definitely makes the Pissimian look kind of embarrassing. It almost makes me want to get Stone Cold in, but it just doesn't have the kind of oomph that I need in order to actually hurt. Let's try this for now. So let's go ahead and use Magneton for now, and then when the Mimikyu comes up, we can actually swap in that way. And yeah, Shadow Sneak is a ghost quick attack, so what that means is it has +1 priority, so it hits first most of the time. The one thing I will say is a real bummer is that there's so much text before the battle starts, and I have to go through all of it every single time. Which definitely is pretty rough. Alright, let's see how this one goes. So we can kill the Muck in 2 hits. I think if the Dugtrio gets 1 or 2 more levels, we should be able to just outright KO the Muck with a single Earthquake, which is definitely a pretty big game. Oh wow, we got it this time. Maybe it was just a low damage roll the first time around. Nice, and the Rapidash leveled up as well. Primarina. So Primarina is a water type, if I remember right. So we're going to switch in Garlic Jr. and try and hit it with a Discharge. Okay, well at least we paralyzed it. What is this thing's typing? I think it's Fairy type, if I remember right. I think it's like a Water Fairy or something. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so Water Fairy type, that means that it's weak to Steel. Or no, it's not weak to Steel, because of the Water typing. So it's weak to Poison, Electric, Grass. Poison, Electric, and Grass. But it also means I don't want to send in Taru. I don't want to send in... well, really anything. Honestly, this thing actually kind of messes my game plan up a bit. But it is paralyzed, so that means I should be able to outspeed it with most of my team. So then at that point, it's just whatever hits the hardest, right? So what hits the hardest? 150, 176. Lunaton hits the hardest. And does this thing have higher special defense or defense? Special defense is much higher, so I'd rather go with something that's physical. Which means probably Dugtrio. Yeah. Strategy. Nice. Alright, so here's the Mimikyu. Now we have to think about this. So it's the Ghost Fairy type. We can keep in Dugtrio and just try and outspeed it. I think that's probably best for now. So let's Earthquake. Breaks the disguise. It uses the Play Rough. Oh wow, that actually just kills it outright. Holy moly. Okay. Was not expecting that. Okay. Alright, let's send out Rapidash and try and hit it with Flare Blitz. Nice. Alright, Marowak is coming in. So that I think we're going to switch in to this guy here. And I think what we'll do is... I think we'll just try and hit it with a Hydro Pump. This Marowak I think is Ghost Fire. So I think Hydro Pump's probably the best. Holy moly, that actually like nearly killed me. Let's switch in Taru. Alright, that was a good call. Let's do... Oh, I don't remember what my hidden power is. I guess we'll try Air Slash. Nice. Meow Stick. Alright, let's keep in Taru for now. And what we'll do is... let's get Tailwind going. Let's get this Nidoking in here. Alright, unfortunately Dugtrio is gone, which I was kind of leaning on to do something. So let's just Psychic. Oof. Tailwind increases my team's speed for a couple of turns. Alright, let's just try and Flare Blitz. Nice. Okay, let's keep Charlie in, and we will try and just Flare Blitz and hope that that's good enough. Okay, it was not good enough. I repeat, it was not good enough. Alright, let's try the age-old strategy of... So I can Super Potion. The problem is I don't know how much damage this thing is going to do. So if I Super Potion, there's a possibility that Dragalge is going to be able to tank whatever move it uses. Or I could Revive and hope that whatever my next Pokemon is fast enough to outright KO it. Do I risk it for the biscuit? I think I'm going to risk the Super Potion. Yeah, I'm going to risk the Super Potion. Yeah, that was a good call. Alright, so we're going to do another Super Potion on this guy here. Okay. So I think now I have to use a Revive and just outspeed it. Alright, let's just send out Dugtrio and just Earthquake and hope that's good enough. Or actually, I could try Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch will hit first, and it's a Dark type? Yeah, let's Sucker Punch. Nice. Alright, we got there. It's cool, I can wait. Okay. Soften him up for me, yeah? Oh, do you not believe you can best me yourself? It's a joke, stop taking everything so seriously. On the contrary, it's maybe you who's taking me too seriously. Alright. Thought she was with you. She was in the foyer when Cain arrived. Looks like I'm playing black this game. Perfect. A message was delivered for you. The person who delivered it was dressed in a light robe, but it did not recognize him. Is that so? Allow me to see. Pleased to be of service. To one Radamos Van Hanen. To one? Does that imply there's more than one? I should like to meet the other. I have captured your precious gossip Gardevoir. Should you wish to see her again, you will return my daughter to me immediately. Signed, L. What? No, sincerely? Not even a with love? How rude. That person isn't my father. You are. I beg of you, don't send him away. She was really just captured, but she was right here. It was like that you were waiting for you as a diversion. Alright. Take care of it right. There's no need to do anything. What are you talking about? Choose your Pokemon, don't you care? Of course I do. It's for that reason that I do not need to act. I'll go find her myself. Ratimos, I'm on the case. Do wait here. It will not do to fall into his trap. Alright, I guess I go this way. And I really need to heal up. Good, nice. I think that's funny. So he swapped one silly hat for another. Now, there's nothing silly about it. I simply chose the right hat for the job. Will we not be sleuthing out Gardevoir? Yeah, quite the change of heart you've had. Do not misunderstand me. There is no need for something as rash as this, but if Luna demands it, I will acquiesce. I don't get it. I thought Gardevoir was supposed to be drawn to the most loyal trainers, but you make it seem like you don't care at all. Should Black be concerned when the White King places himself in check? What are you even talking about? As you wish. Considering that a gate city is presently closed, there are not a large number of places which he could have fled. I expect he will attempt to move towards Reborn City. There will be more places for them to hide there. Which route? I'll follow your lead. Animus 1. Alright, back to Reborn City then, it looks like. And that battle actually went fairly well. I think I'm actually okay with this team as of right now. Although Garlic Jr. is getting dangerously close to out-leveling my pace, I do like having the electric type on the board. So back to Reborn City we go. Alright. It's kind of funny we just left there. Oh, you know what? Do I do a dumb? I think I did a dumb. I forgot that I need the strength TM to get back to town. Alright, let's go back and get Infernape out of the box. I think given how weak my team is to water types, I really do need to keep at least one electric type in the I guess we can swap out Rapidash for now. I guess we can keep this guy in, just in case there's a double battle or something. A Deerling. I wonder if it's worth catching a Deerling at some point. I do need grass types, or at least good ones. Problem is I don't think it is a good grass type. And I'm gonna go ahead and switch out to... Let's put E-Girl in there. I don't know why I named it that. It was just the first thing that came to mind, I guess. I guess we'll go this way. Alright, and that is not the correct path. You make your way back to the forest. Alright, this is the correct way. Panseer. As much as I would love making a full monkey team, I'm gonna go ahead and pass on those. I mean, it would be pretty amazing, you have to admit, having a team of nothing but monkey-type Pokemon. Could take chimping about to the next level. Return to monkey. Yeah, definitely could be like that. Alright, so back to Reborn City. For plot. And to rescue the Gardevoir. Also, I will say that we didn't need nearly as many items that time, which I am going to chalk up largely to the team actually being, like, EV trained and such. Makes a really big difference, and just, like, you know, having... And also just, like, not throwing your team away with bad switches helps a lot as well. Alright, let's go ahead and save here. How much cash do I have? 2,300? It's not a lot. Alright, now where do I go? I don't think I've been on this side of town in a while. Lapis Sword. I've definitely not been here in a long time. Alright, I'm not sure where the next, like, story point is exactly. I just know that it's in Reborn City somewhere. You gotta be the very best. Yes, the best that no one was ever. Ooh. Game was slowing down that area. Where to go next? Eastside kids. Jasper Ward. The heck? Yeah, I'm genuinely not really sure where my next step is. I mean, back to Reborn City, certainly, but I doubt they're hiding in Jasper Ward. This place is a wreck. Yeah, I'm not sure. Weird. Guess I'll go check out Lapis Ward. I think it's been a while since I've been there, so maybe there's something over there. Opal Ward. North Obsidia. Alright, let's check out what's here. This is a bike shop, right? Okay. Weird. Oh, those are the pledges. Okay, good to know that I can get those. Alright, well, nothing there. I guess I could look it up. Kinda takes away some of the fun, though. Oh yeah, I forgot this was over here. Oh yeah, I can buy lemonades. How's progress going towards affiliate? We're getting there. Right now the big thing is just average viewership and, of course, number of hours streamed. So as of right now, I guess when I started the stream today, I was at around 27 hours in the last 30 days or so. So I need to bump up the number of hours that I'm streaming. Ooh, what's that? So I need to bump up the number of hours. Other than that, it's just average viewers. So I was at around 2.8 for average viewers last time I checked. So hopefully if today's stream goes well, we'll bump that up even further. Okay, this isn't even... This is a joke, right? So this is clearly an area that I was probably supposed to go to earlier that I definitely missed. So now I get to just roll in here and just stomp everything. Why does this thing keep hitting with Protect? Doesn't it normally fail if you do it twice in a row? Oh, okay. It's like a Pokemon. Nice. Need a name for Electrike. For the goodest of boys. We'll go with Good Doggo. Alright, well I guess we'll find out if it has good nature or not. A coughing? A Plusle? Let's see. Well, that was cool. Just finding random Pokemon, I guess. Clearly this was an area I was supposed to explore much earlier in the game. That was wild. Alright, let's go check out what we got. Both with Lightning Rod. That's actually really interesting. I don't think that's a very good nature for Electrike. It does have Ice Fang, though. Shinfits, I think the best way to get affiliate is 1, marketing, 2, content. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. I think that I could definitely be better with marketing myself. I think it was Wish. Interesting. Alright, we'll just dump that in there for now. I am currently in the Intrepid Adventures Discord.
Yo.
Oh, hey. 1 sec. Talk again?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. And it's not super loud this time.
Nice.
Alright, so, Bob, how's it going?
Just doing some tedious work preparing for my circuit theory lab. I gotta sift through a massive box full of resistors to find the right ones for the experiments.
That does sound tedious.
Yeah, there's probably like they come in these little kind of like bandoliers of resistors, and there's probably like over 150 of these bandoliers in here, and I have to like sort through them for like 3 specific like qualities of resistance.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah, but it's also like low mental effort stuff that I can do while talking as opposed to like doing physics calculations.
Yeah, which I guess is, something to be thankful for, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah, I got Bupkis. I have no idea where to go next. I don't normally do that, but I'm gonna look it up and figure out where to go. Cause I got nothing. We are at what badge are we on? I think 8, right? Yeah, 8 is the next one. So south.
There's like 18 badges or something, right?
Yeah, something like that. Route 1, Celestine Mountain, basement floor 2. Alright. Let's see here. This is going to take me a second to navigate through. South Everton Wind, Van Hen Labyrinth, Route 1 Puzzle, Celestine Mountains, Basement. I think that's where I gotta go next. Just back to the mountains. Celestine Mountains. Okay. Yeah, I think that's where I need to go next. Which is back the other way. Of course it is.
Of course. So I finished the campaign or whatever of Ancestors, Mankind's Odyssey.
Oh, so how was it?
Oh, it was pretty good. Though like it really speaks to like the Steam's the achievement stats for that game are really interesting to look at because like you can literally see like the kind of difficulty and interest curve of most players for that game, looking at like the global percentage of players who have gotten certain achievements.
Okay.
Because like there's generally there's an achievement for like a few of the basic things at the beginning of the game, and then there's like achievements every time you evolve to like a new species, the next species of hominid or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one achievement where you rescue like this, stranded, infant at the beginning of the game, and like 70% of the people who own the game have that. Which still like, I know. Sorry, my throat's a bit scratchy tonight for some reason.
That's alright.
Yeah, like I know like there's a big difference between like there's a gap in people who buy a game and actually ever open it. But like the fact that only 70% of people have something like an achievement that's like maybe 5-10 minutes into the game is really telling.
Yeah, I mean, what do you chalk that up to? Just the difficulty learning how to like play the game effectively, or?
I'm not sure. I think that first achievement I think is just like there is a big gap of people who buy a game and never like actually play it. But then like then there's a few more other common achievements that are like have like lowering amounts. But then there's like a big drop off because like most of the other like achievements that are more common are things you can get like within your first like the first species you play as. But
Right.
then like but then like the next like achievement you would get is like evolving to the second species in your playthrough, and you go from like I think the most common achievement above that is like 40%, and then you drop to like 7% for the achievement of making it to like the second species, and then after the achievement for getting the species after that is like it drops down to 3% and then like 2%.
Oh, I see. Wow. Also, I think I figured out where to go. Cain, I saw him too. Culprit has been cornered. Where'd they go? Did he use an escape rope? Now he's being silly. Hilarious. Presumably these mechanisms are linked to the doors themselves. Many have tried to get them to operate, but no. Jesus. I'm gonna pretend that didn't understand that. Well, now I've done it. Actually, it appears the drop isn't too far. It seems to lead into some kind of cave. Ready to go diving? Alright, well, I guess we'll jump right in, so to speak. Yeah, this seems probably fine. Alright. Alright, so D&D went pretty well last Saturday.
Nice. Where how far did they get?
So they finished the mirror room where they fought their reflections.
Okay.
There was the color puzzle that I made for them that took like almost 2 hours for them to solve.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it was during a combat encounter, so there's that.
Oh yeah, that's true. That does definitely slow things down.
But it also was nearly a TPK.
Nice.
Well, not nice. This is really interesting level design. I love the track for this.
This game just has great music in general.
I agree. So yeah, so I know we had talked briefly about having the that room filled with water, right?
Uh-huh.
So as it turns out, that was actually a pretty significant impactor in the way that the battle was fought. Because one thing I forgot to mention was that I was having them fight ghasts during that part of the battle, right?
Yeah.
Well, ghasts, if they hit you with their slash attack, you have to make a con saving throw or become paralyzed for a minute.
Oh yeah, that's really easy to drown.
Yeah, basically the fight was going okay, then the bard kind of ran in front and got clipped by one. And what ended up happening is, he has like no constitution, so basically once he got paralyzed, that's what he was going to be for a while. And since the only people in that room were the bard, the halfling rogue, and the elf barbarian, the elf barbarian basically had to spend its entire action just holding the bard up above the water. Um, so it was just the halfling who was also, swimming because he's only 3 feet tall.
Like the barbarian's like, "Don't you quit on me, man."
Yeah, it was very much like that. This is a very interesting level layout. On the upside, I'm getting a bunch of free items. But yeah, so that definitely was a big deal. And basically, every time they failed they failed to solve the puzzle, with their moves. Basically, it ended up, this is interesting. Sorry, just item finding.
Mm-hmm.
So what ended up happening was, every time they failed the puzzle, it rose the water level by a foot. So the room was 10 feet tall. It started with 1.5 foot of water in there already. So the first one goes up to 2.5 feet, and the halfling's only 3 feet tall. So basically, it's at the point where he's he's either swimming or wading, like through water that's up to his head, basically.
Yeah.
And then from there, they failed it twice basically before they were able to finally figure it out. But there was a point in time where the bard was paralyzed, and then the barbarian also like rolled a 1 on it on her con saving throw. So then she was paralyzed as well, and she was the one who was holding up the bard. So they both nearly drowned, but luckily the bard made his save that particular round.
That's a big oof on the barbarian's part.
Yeah. Let's see. This is where you've gotten to. No intention of landing you down here, but seems we found quite the Xanadu. Oh, so you're here after all. But the older man just came by and told me what was going on. I didn't think that was really pursuing him, though. To be clear, exactly what did he tell you? He told me how you had kidnapped his daughter and brainwashed her into thinking she was your own. And so he got a hold of your Gardevoir. God, what have you done to this poor thing? So you might release his daughter. I beg your pardon. Gardevoir doesn't seem to care for you as a trainer at all. Isn't that right? I'm not going to stand by for anyone that treats their Pokemon badly. You're safe with me, Gardevoir. So that's how it is. Man, Gardevoir just laying it all down. Back at the castle, you seem perfectly happy. It was all a show. I expected to be in perfect harmony with my trainer. How can I with someone like that? All the horrible things he's done, he's neglectful and lies all the time. I was even there when he brainwashed Luna. The truth is, I'm glad Elle stole me away. There you have it. I can't forgive someone for being so cruel to such a sweet Pokemon, so I will definitely protect her. I will help him get his daughter's and stolen property back. Stolen property too? What are you talking about now? Oh, the stones, of course. You know, that's one thing I hate about these Pokemon games. Like, oh, you know, so-and-so took whatever. It's like, really? I can't, like, battle this thing?
Battle what thing?
This Gardevoir just, like, walks up and it says, like, such and such took the pendant or whatever. And it's like, really? Like, I just, like, had it out? Like, not in my bag or something? Alright. Only one key is necessary to reach the area. Supposed to get both of them. Erica, right? And Radamos. Please don't try to stop us if you have no intention of releasing Luna. I would never have guessed Gardevoir felt that way, but Ramados, did you really brainwash her? And exactly how would I do such a thing? That's a foolish idea. Alright. Caged. Interesting. This is an interesting looking area. Ooh, item finders responding.
So I've looked through this entire massive pile of resistors, and I still can't find the third one I'm looking for.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Ooh, an Algium. If I remember, I think these things are actually kind of okay in Trick Room. And a ball toy. Fancy.
What was a ball toy?
It's like a ground psychic type. Must be one on the other side. And a drowsy. Huh, so it looks like there's a bunch of like cool psychic Pokemon in this area.
Nice.
Man, there's just like a ton of buried stuff around here.
So, you know how I was telling you about that Harley Quinn show, right?
Yeah.
So, you know how I was kind of like saying like there was something quite there was something about like the way the characters acted that didn't quite feel right with me.
Right.
After a while, like there's something I realized that made it feel much better. Where like after a certain episode, where like Harley Quinn basically goes on like a dating app to find a nemesis. I'm like, oh, this is just like a more like modern Venture Brothers. Like, okay, I'm down with this.
Like, I'm suddenly much less, like, it bothers you much less, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it still isn't exactly like an in-universe explanation, but at least it feels better, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, let's save, and then we'll head into this chamber here. Alright, I get the feeling this is going to be a big plot thing. They would not so much as believe in the Lord Arceus if it bestowed holy judgment. Man, straight up Lord Arceus and its holy judgment. It is strange. When I fell down here, I was certain I would be trapped and alone, but almost immediately I saw a girl climbing up the cave wall, and then Elle and Gardevoir appeared. And now you. able to open the door with the power of the amethyst pendant. If I heard correctly, you still have the ruby ring. We can access a different door. Different door it is. I'm just gonna be like compulsively saving as I go through this place.
Probably a good idea.
This looks like a puzzle.
When you said that, I had a flashback to that one gym from like before you took your hiatus, where it was like the bookshelf puzzle or whatever, and that one gave you like such a trouble.
Oh, I know. Puzzles are not really my forte.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I understand what the puzzle is now. Light becomes dark as dark becomes light. Truth becomes hidden, twisted, and lie. Each power its own seeks to impart itself unto the innocent heart. Those of the light speak only the truth, those of the dark speak within lies. The divine will distinguish and be able to sleuth the right from the wrong, the lies from the truth. And it's even in rhyme.
Nice.
Inferno always tells the truth, but Infernape has aligned with the darkness. Chimchar and Infernape both have succumbed to darkness. Chimchar speaks in lies. Inferno 2 is ripe with darkness. Yay, we did it.
Nice.
I mean, I wish I could say that I like actually solved it, but I just clicked yes or no until I got the right combination.
I mean, that works.
Oh, it's another one. Clefable has turned to darkness, but Cleffa remains in the light. Clefairy speaks the truth, but Clefable is descended into darkness. Clefairy always tells the truth, but Cleffa is a liar. Oh, rare candy. Cool.
Nice.
I'll go for a
Those
few
sell
tune up
for a
into the...
lot?
I'm sorry?
Do those sell for a lot?
Yeah, they do, actually. There we go, but then this old ruin. Don't know what to make of it. I believe that the answer will become clear as we press forward. Which brings us back to the ring. One of you is definitely lying to me, but who? I don't know what's up with Gardevoir, but El kidnapped her from Ramen. Right, there's a Luna girl he keeps mentioning. Surely there's some way to prove one way or the other. Elementary. This is the ransom note left. The others can attest to the fact that they are not a forgery. Not gonna lie, you didn't seem too happy to go at first. Yet here I am. Okay, looks like a new character, I guess. Again, I'm gonna pretend that I didn't catch that. Alright, through the ruby door then. Neither. Right, this game has non-binary characters. Fun. So yeah, not gonna lie, last week I was definitely, or last Saturday I was definitely concerned that my players may end up dying. the fighter actually ended up going down during the fight with the mirrored selves.
Are they able to leave the dungeon to rest?
No, not really. I mean, they could try certainly, but they haven't tried yet. Although they do have a means to long rest within the dungeon if they want to. The issue is that the characters are on a timetable.
Yeah, this is true.
Alright, Hitmonchan is a liar, but Hitmonlee remains true. Hitmonlee serves the darkness, but Hitmontop always speaks the truth. Hitmontop is a liar, but Tyrogue still speaks the truth. I'm not good at these logic puzzles. So I think I have to determine who's lying and who isn't. So it's basically four statues, each saying who is lying and who isn't, and I have to determine who's lying and who isn't. Alright, so Hitmonlee says Tyrogue is not a liar, and Hitmontop is. So bottom left is light, bottom is dark. Hitmonlee is a liar, but Tyrogue speaks the truth. Alright, so Tyrogue is not driven from the light. So I think both statements have to be true. Like, both statements are either definitely true or definitely false, is basically how the puzzle is set up.
So Hitmonlee is saying what are the names of the kid forms?
So it's Tyrogue, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Hitmontop.
Is Tyrogue the one on the bottom right?
Tyrogue is the one on the bottom left.
Okay, and Hitmontop is the bottom right?
Yes.
Okay, and so what is Hitmonlee saying?
So Hitmonlee says Tyrogue. So Hitmonlee says Tyrogue is telling the truth and that Hitmontop is a liar. So he's saying.
And what is Tyrogue saying?
He's saying that Hitmonchan is a liar, but Hitmonlee is telling the truth. So basically, one of these two has to be lying because Lee is saying that Tyrogue tells the truth, but Tyrogue is saying that Hitmonlee lies. So one of these two cannot be correct, right?
Well, if Hitmonlee is lying, so.
And then what's Hitmonchan say? Hitmonlee serves the. So Hitmonchan says that Hitmonlee is a liar, but Hitmontop always speaks the truth. Alright, I feel like I should write this down or something.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, let's get this out. Let's puzzle time. Alright. So we have Tyrogue, Lee, top, Chan. Alright, so, like I said before, so Tyrogue says that Lee is a liar, or that Hitmonchan is a liar, but Hitmonlee is telling the truth. So it says Chan.
And what does Hitmonchan say?
Hitmonchan says that Lee is a liar, and Hitmontop tells the truth. Says Lee lies. Top truth. Alright. Hitmonlee says Tyrogue tells the truth, but Hitmontop lies.
Oh wait, so Hitmonlee is saying the bottom left tells the truth?
Yes. And the bottom left is saying that Lee is lying. So those two can't be true.
But Lee is also saying the bottom right is telling the truth, right?
Hitmonlee, which is the top, which is this corner here, says that this one is telling the truth, and that this one is lying. And then Hitmontop says that says Lee lies. And Tyrogue tells the truth. Alright, so we should be able to figure this out. So let me leave the room and reset the puzzle. Okay. So, in order, Tyrogue, so bottom left here says that this one's a liar and that this one tells the truth. Alright. Chan says that this one is a liar and that this one tells the truth. Hitmonlee says that Tyrogue tells the truth and that this one lies. And then Tyrogue says, or Hitmontop rather, says that Hitmonlee lies and that Tyrogue tells the truth. So I think that means that Hitmonlee is the one that's telling the truth of the three of them. Because if Lee is correct, or if Lee is correct, then that means that Tyrogue tells the truth. Which would mean that, no, those two actually cancel each other out. So that actually means that Lee cannot be correct, or Tyrogue cannot be correct. That's basically where I'm at.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Which means that...
So what is Hitmonchan saying?
Hitmonchan says that Lee lies, and that Hitmontop tells the truth.
And what does Hitmontop say?
That Lee lies and Tyrogue tells the truth. So actually we know that Hitmontop has to be a liar, because it can't... So basically, like, Hitmontop has to be a liar as well, because if Hitmonlee is lying, then Hitmonlee would basically be confessing that Tyrogue is lying as well, and that Hitmontop is telling the truth. And if Tyrogue is lying... Yeah. Which means that we know that Tyrogue is lying, I think.
Yeah, so it's Hitmontop then?
Oh, not Tyrogue. Yeah, so I think that means that Hitmontop is definitely lying, which means that Lee is telling the truth and Tyrogue is lying as well. And that means that if Tyrogue is lying, then I think that means it. No, I don't know. I'm stuck.
Hard to follow some of the visuals because the desync between your voice and the the stream.
Yeah, I do apologize for that.
Is there any way just to brute force it?
Yeah, probably.
There's only 4 options to guess who is right.
Assuming that I understand the puzzle correctly, right? Because it's possible that there's supposed to be 2 correct, 2 liars and 2 honest ones.
True.
Let me do this. Let's see here. What's the name of this place again? I think this is the name of the place I'm at. Let's see here. Stone. Sharp Peak, South Route 1, blah. Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest. Oh, okay, I think I figured it out. Southwest, northeast are telling the truth. So, southwest and northeast. Cool, we got there. Look, at some point you just gotta say, alright, puzzles are not my forte. I'm just gonna, rely on somebody else that solved it.
Exactly.
Because if the previous playthroughs are any indication, I am not good with puzzles, and so it is better to just let somebody else solve it so I can continue to progress the story. So I think what you're missing is that for their statement to be true, both need to be true, while it's wrong as soon as 1 or 2 is wrong. Also, hi. Yeah, hey Van. Welcome back to the stream. Glad to see you again. Alright, well... Alright, I think this is probably a battle coming up or something. Oh, looks like there's multiple ways to get to the top here. Also a Natu. That's kind of cool. This is probably a really good place for EV training. Nope, no response from the item finder. Look, I'm gonna give it a shot anyways, just to see. Nope, nothing on top. Okay. Alright, let's see what they have to say. As I thought, the door to the innermost sanctum will not open without all 4 keys. So, Adrian, you failed to detain them. I think there's some questions that need to be answered, L. Questions, answers, such meaningless words of humans. This is a holy place. This is not the place for trifles such as those. Beyond this gate lies that from whose dreams our world unfolds. Behold, O unworthy ones, the birthplace of Arceus. For it is known that the god of all Pokemon did create unto the earth all other species. But wherefrom did the divine itself undertake its existence? For it's known that Pokemon are often found on voyage from space beyond our reach. Here upon our earth did a meteor crash, bearing upon it our Lord. Here in this sanctum doth that very meteor lie. Yet how vile it is that it should be buried so far beneath the filth known as Reborn City. My lord, I beg upon your forgiveness for humanity's sins. Ignosco venia defeco. And yet, what if the door would open for us? What if Arceus could be born anew? For what might we use its holy power, but to cleanse this world and begin from pure innocence once again? If anything can be said to be heretical, I believe that you've just named it. And what does a deceiver is of you to claim heresy? Isn't it ironic for you to say that with the Pokemon standing by your side? Gardevoir says, Radimus, I've had more than enough of your constant lying. Why don't you just admit what you did to poor Luna? L, that's right, return Luna to me and I'll return your Gardevoir. If Gardevoir even wants to go back. If we're going to consider the wishes of those whose custody is questioned, let us not ignore Luna's adamant wish to remain with me. Such wishes born in falsehood, you control her mind and make her say such things. I'm really digging this remix, by the way. Let's see. I was there when you did it. Man, it feels like this poor guy's getting gaslit by his own Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, psychic types do that.
Confirms all psychic types gaslight the trainer.
Yeah, totally nigging them.
Protect me from him. He's a callous, two-faced swine with no moral compass. Better no compass at all than one that points south. No, but you don't understand. All compasses point south. Did he really just... This is like a guy who, like, up until this point has written fairly intelligently. But, like, all compasses point south. It's just the north-south bias that people have that makes people say that they point north, but the way that compasses work is they point south and north. It just aligns the needle across the...
It's a metaphor. Don't overthink it.
The metaphor is breaking down because his metaphor of saying that I'd rather have no moral compass than one that points south indicates that he's totally fine having no moral compass at all. He breaks his own metaphor by misattributing the... Anyways. One of the best measures of a person's worth is how they treat those in power. Gardevoir seems to truly resent you. This man's straight up trying to steal the sentient Pokemon.
Team Rocket did that all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see here. I don't get it at all. Erica, what do you think? Should we side with L or Radimus? That's tough. I don't know, man. Like, I was prepped to side with Radimus here. Like, not even kidding. Up until the point where he made a stupid comment about compasses not pointing south. And now I'm like, I don't know, man. This guy who's talking about purging the world with Arceus' holy light is starting to make a lot of sense.
It means getting rid of people like you.
Yeah. I can't exactly seize the means of productions if I'm dead.
Yeah.
I like Radimus. I don't think he would hypnotize somebody. Huh, it's a Ditto. It was a Ditto the whole time.
Wait,
Unlike
what?
he used a Ditto. The enemy used a Ditto to copy the Gardevoir, so that the Gardevoir could gaslight us into trying to not believe Radimus. Sometimes light can be even more blinding than darkness, and I, for one, think it would have been silly to have be taken by the dramatic.
Did you ever see the Pikachu Detective Pikachu movie?
No, I kept meaning to do so, and just one of those things where it just kind of came out at a bad time for me.
Understandable.
Because that was, what, 2 years ago, right?
Something like that. Do you care if I spoil it?
No, I suppose not. Spoilers, I guess, for anybody who's watching and hasn't seen Detective Pikachu and doesn't want to be spoiled.
Yeah. So, like, I was pleasantly surprised a bit by the conclusion. Like, I totally called, like, the first twist that, like, it was really obvious that, you know, this one got, like, the guy who hired him was actually, like, you know, the big bad or whatever. But they pulled a nice little subversion to that obviousness and incorporated the Pokemon world they're utilizing to a creative advantage. Because like the father of like this tech, like the head of this you know, big, you know, company or whatever, hires the main character to do the plot,
Right.
and then he has this son who's like kind of living in his shadows or whatever. And it's obvious in classic noir fashion that, like, you know, the father who hired, you know, the detective is obviously like the guy who's like, you know, responsible for all the bad stuff that's happening. Like that part was pretty obvious, and when I was revealed, like, yeah, I saw this coming a mile away. But what's actually really clever and, you know, making good use of the world is the father wasn't actually the father, and the son, who was tired of living in his father's shadow, basically abducted his father and replaced him with a Ditto that was under his command.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah. So, like, I thought that was like a pretty good, you know, little twist there.
I think that's definitely a really good twist. Also, I'm getting wrecked by this Arceus.
You're fighting God.
I am fighting God.
Shame you don't have a Master Ball.
Well, it's a trainer battle, so.
Master Ball don't care.
CQC. This thing is just gonna sweep my team, and it's not even gonna be close.
What type is Arceus?
Whatever type you want it to be, baby. Do I have to actually beat that thing? I'm gonna be really mad if I do. I think I do. Oh, and I have to go all the way back here? Oh man. That just sucks. I'm like not even close to where I was.
Yeah, what type is Arceus?
It's whatever type you want it to be.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually dependent on the item that it's holding.
Okay.
So like
Do you have any?
I was partly joking, but like also I wasn't joking.
Nice. Well, like, what
I think it's
is there
normal
any
by default.
indication? Okay. I mean, like, could you tell when you were fighting it?
No. Uh, it was using. I assume it's just normal type because I don't think that the game would have it. Because it's not like a true Arceus; it's a Ditto masquerading as an Arceus. So
What is?
yeah, so I assume that that's probably not holding the special item to give it a type, which means it's probably just normal type.
Nice.
That being said, I did actually have some. I did have an idea though, because what I could do, actually here, because what I could try and do is try and poison it with Dragalge first. Yeah, I could try that. Because there's a first thing I'll do is I'll get to the Pokemon Center area where I can heal my team at the lab, and then from there I'll be able to swap my team, or at least I should be able to. Otherwise, I'll just have to run back to the gym and do it there, but I'd rather not go all the way over there.
Yeah.
Alright, nice. So this way, if I lose again, I can kind of easily maneuver it. So it has Shadow Ball, Judgment. I didn't see its other move set, so who knows, but at least Dragalge can survive at least one hit, so that's really good to know. Given that we don't need Infernape, I'm going to swap him out and probably switch in, like, Rapidash, I think. Because Rapidash was faster anyways. And hits harder, so...
Yeah.
Garlic Jr. was fast enough as well, so that's good to know. Because that means that anything that's fast... Lunatone was not fast enough and died in one hit, so that's probably a good indication I should not have it on my team. Can try Dirty Dirty, I guess. Or no, Bissimian I think is better.
What's normal type weak 2?
Fighting.
Gotcha.
So I think I'm going to try this configuration and see how it goes.
Do you have any, like, quick attack equivalents of fighting type?
No, I do not.
Is Sucker Punch not a quick attack?
It is, but I'm concerned that it's just not going to do enough damage. I think what I'm going to try and do here is optimize for survivability and try and see if I can start the battle by getting a Toxic off, and then from there kind of see how it goes.
Understandable.
Because the Earthquake from Dugtrio did hit it pretty hard. So, so given that's the case, I think that's going to be my strat.
Sounds like a plan.
And I can go fine. And the nice thing is that, come on. And the nice thing is that since I'm finding a bunch of like star pieces and such, even if I do lose a bunch of battles, my money is kind of externalized in those items.
Yeah.
So welcome in, viewers, by the way. How do I get to that item? More Gravelers. I need to be able to buy revives at some point.
Are they not for sale?
They're not as of right now. Honestly, I don't even really mind losing because this track is freaking awesome. Oh, so I was kind of browsing around YouTube, and I've actually found out that there's a YouTube channel that does commissions for music, for like D&D games and stuff. So like if you want to commission like a particular music track, you can go for it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked really cheap too. Do I really have to go through all of this again? I'm gonna be really mad if I do. Alright, we're gonna do a save here. And if we lose again, I think we're gonna try and... Alright, so let's lead with Dragalge. And we'll see how it goes from here. It's gonna go a lot faster now that I don't have to read. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Oops.
Guess the negging worked.
Yeah, right. Also, I wish my Dittos could just, like, morph into whatever Pokemon I wanted to on command.
Be pretty useful.
Alright, let's Toxic this. Oh no, I died. That's not good. That ruins my strategy.
Saves come.
Okay, so the Crystal Field actually makes Judgment stronger. So that's good to know. Let's Discharge. So I think what I need to do then is I need to, I'm going to reboot. So I think what I need to do is I need to lead with Doug Trio, actually, to break the field. That way, Dragalge can live through a hit. That's what I think I need to do.
Sounds like a plan.
Also, Magneton was slower than RCS was. So 101 speed is too slow. But I think everything else in my team should be able to outspeed it. Alright, let's do this. Let's see here. Anyways. So were you positive or negative on Detective Pikachu? Did you like it as a movie?
It was decent. It was, wasn't like, amazing, but it was, it was a competent, film, I would say.
Okay. I mean, that probably means that it's one of the better, like, video game movies ever made then, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the bar is pretty low.
This is true. So Dragalge can come up next. Hit it with the Toxic.
What type is Judgment?
It's whatever type Arceus is.
Uh,
Alright, Shadow Ball. And now we're just gonna try and just kick the crap out of it. Wow, that thing outsped my Pissimian. That's a problem. Oh, Judgment type is dependent on the field in Reborn. Okay, that's really good to know. Any tips for this battle then, Van, since you're passingly familiar? It has Recover? That seems like BS.
ooh.
That's okay. I have it hit with Toxic, so it should go down after this. Yeah. So by changing the field with Doug Trio, you made it not super effective versus Dragalge. Oh, okay. I see what I did. So I got to the correct solution, but I did it the wrong way. Toxic is a great way to win. Yeah, I think so too.
Bad math to get the right answer.
Yeah. Thou devised me, thou defiest the Lord. Welp. This guy straight up looks like the High Sparrow. I just want you to know that. He's like Pokemon's High Sparrow.
Yeah, I dig it.
As but a false idol, I cannot hope to mimic the true Lord's power. Is that all then? Wait, so if that was Ditto, then where's the real Gardevoir? Where indeed? It looks like it's my move now. Gardevoir, teleport now. Ta-da! He just had his Gardevoir just teleport to him. It was never gone in the first place then, I guess. Gardevoir Hypnosis. Good night. It's so stupid. You fight the dude who's like going on and on about like, oh, the Lord come and smite thy whatever, and the Gardevoir is just like, I'm gonna hit you with the date rape move now. Hypnosis, and then just goes to sleep. It's just like, all right. So I guess we just huck him off the castle now. Is that what we're gonna do to solve the plot? Because I tell you what, if this was D&D, that's exactly what the players would do. I'm gonna hit the bad guy with sleep. Alright, he's sleeping. Alright, I'm gonna tie him up with rope and throw him off the balcony. This guy just has outfits, just like chilling. If you could have had Gardevoir teleport at any time, why bother coming all the way down here? Yeah, the Gardevoir could have escaped at any time it liked. This Gardevoir is certainly more lively. You were all, I'll protect you and stuff. But I would never leave my master. He's perfect. I get really weirded out by the fact that like the Pokemon Gardevoir is using this like master language. Makes me concerned.
Yeah.
Really shouldn't be surprised. Condemn. I don't know. When the Pokemon start to have sentience, that's when it starts to like make you have some uncomfortable thoughts about the morality of being a Pokemon trainer.
Especially with the Pokemon like Gardevoir.
Yeah. It's like that. For that reason, I actually kind of liked the bad guy's like central like argument, I guess, in the original Black and White. Where like their argument was basically that, you know, it's immoral to be a Pokemon trainer, and that Pokemon should be allowed to be free because, you know, that's it's kind of their thing.
God damn it. Do you know that one? Do you know that one comic that kind of satirizes the fallacious argument about people who can like criticize capitalism, and like it's that guy. It's like there's a peasant who's like, I think we should improve society somewhat, and then there's a guy like sticking his head up as well. He's like, and yet you participate in society. Curious. You know that one?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that joke meme.
When you said that, I'm like, I imagine him going, maybe we shouldn't train Pokemon, and then someone going, and yet you have Pokemon. Curious.
I'm fairly certain that exact argument is used in Black and White. If you haven't played that game,
I have not. You know I'm a red and blue only baby.
yeah. Well, then you'll appreciate that. I'm fairly certain that exact argument was used in canon.
And what was his response?
You know, I'd have to go back and double check what it was exactly. I want to say it was something like my Pokemon, you know, choose to fight because it's their choice, or something along those lines. Which, like, okay, fair enough, I guess. But, you know, it was weird.
Nice.
The real question is, how do I get out of here? I guess take the ladder. It's good to be above ground again. I feel like I was down there for ages. Fresh air, come to me. Say, does anybody notice anything strange? The Grand Gate, it's opened. But it's been sealed for years. Why would it suddenly open now? I'ma check it out. Indeed, this is most curious.
What is the Grand Gate?
It's north of Lapis Ward. What? What's this? It's the Grand Stairway. It's kind of gotten a little roughed up by Team Meteor. No, I mean where? I don't, Are you quite alright? I'm confused. Where are we? Reborn City. Haven't you been here before? This isn't the city. This isn't Reborn. I thought that was. Where's the center? Where are the cabins and the port? The lake? It's brown? You must be new. I'm not. I've lived here my whole life. But this isn't the city I know. This kid's lost in time. This place is disgusting. Nothing like the quiet city I grew up in. I think someone's gone a little loony. Adrian, the last time you saw the city, the lake was more properly colored. Is that right? What else do you remember? Let's see. Lush trees, waterfall, beautiful little port, my gym. Oh goodness, what if something happened to my gym? I've got to go there. I believe it would not be the best time to leave them alone. They said that their gym was at the port. Wait. Their gym leader? Figured it out. Of course, I knew all along. Indeed, let's go. Alright, Coral Ward we were going to. But on the upside, I don't have to... I can go find a Poke Center really easily. Because they're just all over the city.
Anyway, I'm gonna hop off now. You have a good one?
Yeah, you too, Bob. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Definitely. Later.
Alright, let's go check out the ward. Yeah, I knew that training up that Dragology was going to pay dividends at some point. And the Doug Trio, technically. Earthquake's just really powerful. Alright, Coral Ward. This is a joke, right? No, too elaborate to be a joke. I must be dreaming. Were this but a dream, it would all be easier. But it's not. I feel sick. Still your nerves for a moment and answer me this. By your reaction, I can assume that you were not expecting to find the building in such condition. Is that correct? When I left this morning, it was perfectly fine. The whole city's wrong. When the city was repopulated, Amy, leading the restoration project, designed several buildings to remain untouched. In general, these were historical artifacts that had been left from long ago, or other places of significance. This gym was one such building. After the city was restored from the blackouts and the earthquakes, it was left alone. Perhaps you believed that its original owner would come to attend to it. That's you. Yeah, poor guy's really confused. Or poor person. Understandably. Then let me clarify another thing. A moment ago you said this morning that the gym was normal. Earlier you arrived at the ruin an hour before us, is that right? Then, based on your description of this, your testimony of what's happened, I believe that the only conclusion is you've been frozen in time. When you fell down into the ruin, you said, did you get there? I was checking something out in the mechanical hall behind the grand gates. Someone reported they had seen some kind of light shining through the floor, so I dismantled part of it and crawled down. But I lost my footing and fell. Following a natural tunnel, I eventually came to that place. When you say you were in the grand gates, does that not mean that you accessed them from the as normal from the grand stairway? Yes. Then that confirms it. The gates have been inoperational for years. More than a decade ago, they suddenly ceased functioning. Of course not. You were inside the ruin that entire time. In fact, perhaps you were the cause of the malfunction. Although the method behind how it works is unclear, it is the only explanation we have. It seems like the light shining in the hall was coming from something underground. I had thought when I found it, it was the ruin. Perhaps the ruin and the gates became connected somehow, but that still doesn't explain how it could possibly stop time. Yeah. Let's see. Is it possible the energy from the meteor concealed inside warped the time flow? Possibly. Valid concern, however, we had something you did not. The keys, the ruby ring, and amethyst pendant. Perhaps their presence in the energy connected to the ruin unlocked them from the spell. So I was underground for more than 10 years until you all found me, and I had no idea. To me, it just seemed like an hour. That's a bad feeling. Well, I can't just leave this place. You're gonna try and fix your gym? You've got your work cut out for you. No, not the gym. I mean the whole city. That's what I'm going to do. Is there someone in charge I can speak to? Well, Amy's usually around the Grand Hall. Got it. Good luck fixing the whole city. Maybe you'll want to stop time again to do that. See you around. Well, that turned out to be an ordeal. Yep. And it'll make a nice juicy story, too. Before that, I'll be needing you. These two still have gym battles to do. Hey, Hey Erica, do you want to walk with us back to the castle, or do you want to do other things? Oh, that's really nice that the game just lets you teleport there. I'm good to just go to the castle. That's one thing that always annoys me about Gardevoir, you're back. But of course, my dear, I've missed you. Pish posh. I simply chose the right hat for the right job, isn't that sensible? I'm afraid that the peasantry knows nothing of my master's taste and fashion. Speaking of non sequitur transitions, I have somebody to introduce you all. That's... Everybody, I would like you to meet the estate's newest butler, Ilias. I am pleased to serve. Do let me know if there's anything I may do to make your stay more comfortable. Ah, dear Luna, you look as though you've seen a ghost. It's not a ghost she's seen, it's her father. I'm confused by your words. Master is my father. Strange thing they accuse the attendant of. Do it tell this girl's your daughter? She is not. And as she claims me to be her parent, I believe that this issue can be laid to rest. But I don't like the feeling of that person. That will be all dismissed. Then let me ask you, Erica, how exactly did you come by this object? Of course, I should know better than to ask a question. Ask such a question to a player character with no dialogue. So perhaps your friend will tell me. This guy. Wow. Wait, what did you just say? Will you tell me where this is from? It belongs to a friend of ours and she'll be wanting that back. Such a precious thing to lose. Believe me, none could understand better than I. This guy straight up is aware that this is a video game. But understanding is with all my greatest sympathy, I will refuse and return it to you. First, once I will implore you to acquiesce faith alone, I will keep this object and you will not find your trust abused. I'm beginning to doubt if siding with him is really the right thing to do. He acts so strange and just ran off with the amethyst pendant like that, and the fact that Elias had it doesn't mean that he was... yeah. So this is a psychic gem, which means I'm almost definitely gonna want this guy. And definitely not gonna want Bassimian. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna want Lunatone at some point as well. Alright, so, I guess we're gonna give this a shot. See, we've been streaming for about 2 hours now, so still got some time before we have to pack it in for the evening. Alright, so let's see what we want to lead with. It's a psychic gem. I don't know what he's going to start with. So I think starting with... Let's start with Cataclysmic for now and just kind of see how that goes. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's see how it goes. Oh, I guess we should probably check the field too, right? Ancient Power, Psychic, Strength, Continental Crush, or Chest Attacks. Chest Attacks are plus 1.5. Chest Attacks also rock 2.5 when the target is confused or has Klutz Oblivious. Simple or unaware. Adaptability, anticipation, telepathy. Oh, that's right. So the reason that we were considering using this guy was because he has telepathy, so he actually gets a buff on this field. And Lunatone is psychic, so that's a reason to keep them around. Alright, let's switch out Magneton for now and just kind of take it easy, see what the team looks like. And we'll lead with Toru, I think. We're here at the Van Hanen Castle Gym with the challenger Erica endeavoring to earn their 8th official Reborn badge. Will she fly or will she fail? We'll find out soon, but the gym battle alone is not the only trial that yet awaits our eager hero. Who would do the honors? As you may have heard, Master of the World's renowned Master of Chess. And speaking of the floor, you'll notice that it is arranged like a chessboard. Of course, it'll be all unfair for me to ask you to face off against me in such a game. Here's your task. Obeying the normal rules of each chess piece, arrange your pieces in such a way that I am placed in checkmate. There are also new restrictions on each of us. I may not move my pieces, however you may not capture them. All pieces are still considered to attack in their normal territory. In other words, you have an infinite number of turns to find a solution of checkmate with my pieces locked into their present positions. When you think you have found a solution, please access the door below to check. Finally, if you have any questions regarding the normal rules or pieces, ask the butler. Okay. Easy enough. Well, the guy just said that the butler will tell you. So what piece is this? I assume this is a queen. Is a doubles leader whose strategy focuses around Trick Room. His team is bulky and hits hard. If he sets up, then it's going to be rough going. But if you can stop him from using Trick Room, then he might as well be a sitting duck. As another note, neither side is alone in this battle. Chess pieces may come back into play too. Oh, it's a Trick Room battle. This is a rook, and yes, knowing which pieces, which is annoying. As it happens, I actually do know a little bit about chess. And I believe that's a king. So... Oh. Right. Okay. So, because you can't bring your king too close. Move the king back to the white 3 spots from the top of the board. turns into a gym challenger. Yeah, thanks, Nick. All right. Nice. I get the feeling this Raticate's going to be pretty helpful. Alright, let's go heal up. They let me up here for this one. Figured I'd get bored waiting out there. Anyways, I'm not great at chess, but I'll bet you can figure this one out, right? Okay, so this looks like a knight. This is a rook. And this looks like a bishop. So that means that we need to get... So the knight we want here. Okay, I think I figured this one out already, actually. And then we want the bishop over here. Oh, okay. Okay. Tip for bishop movement: the bishop always moves top right from where your character is facing. Oh, okay, that's really helpful to know. Let's see. So that means that this needs to be here. I think I messed it up. I have to go back in. Alright, well, I guess, yeah, you're right. The bishop movement's really finicky. Alright, so that means that we just need to put the... So that covers that square and that square. We just need to put the rook down there. Alright, so the rook forces that to move. It cannot move there. So now I just need to figure out somewhere to put the knight. We'll make it easier if it just highlighted the paths each piece could take and you could select one. Yeah, that's true. I think in this case it's like technically any piece can get to any square given enough turns. Well, except for the bishops, of course, but yeah, so we just basically need to, because it's going to force there, so we just need the knight to be... Or no, I think that's not... This can't... I think I messed up the solution again. Alright, so if I put the rook here, then it puts the king in check, of course, and it blocks off those two paths. The bishop is a black bishop, so I can only use it to cut off this area here. Because this is the only square that I can get it to that's helpful, really, like any of these squares. So I can get the knight to... So I can't get the knight here. That's not going to help. What if I put the rook here? If the rook is here... If the rook is here, the bishop is here, and then the knight puts it in check. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Why isn't it moving? It should be able to. It should have been able to move. I don't know why it didn't. There we go. So I think if we put this here, that should do the trick, because the king can't take the bishop because the rook would kill it. It's in check from the knight, and... Oh, no, that's not right, because the king could then... Oh, no, yeah, the king is in checkmate. Couldn't the black just capture that knight to get out? Oh, I see the other pieces. Yeah, you can take the rook, you're right. Alright, because these are pawns, right? I wish that when you click... I wish when you clicked on these... I wish when you clicked on the piece, it would tell you what piece it is. That would make my life a lot easier instead of like trying to figure it out. So this is a rook, this is a rook. These are pawns, it looks like, and this is a white bishop. And this is an Excelgor, so it's a knight. And then this is the queen. Your first approach was closer. Consider, is there a square where the knight would cover both white escape squares to the king? Yeah, yeah, if I put the knight... If I put the knight here... So the knight has to be on a black square, basically, in order to end up on a white one. So if we wanted to be able to jump to this square... So I think the rook... Well, I can't put the rook here. Because if I put the rook here, it'll just be taken by the queen. Which means I would need it to be here. If the rook is here, then that takes those two pieces out. So then I just need to put the knight. The knight could jump there. If I put the knight here... If I put the knight here, it would be taken by that knight, so that doesn't work. So if I put the rook here, that covers that escape route. If I put the bishop here, that covers these three black squares. Well, let's start moving pieces. Maybe that'll help get the creative juices flowing. That square is correct for the rook. Yes. So that square's correct for the rook. So we need to just find a place for the bishop. And the only place that the bishop is really relevant has to be like around here. Also, let me know if you want the outright solution, otherwise I'll continue hinting. I think this is fine for now, but I appreciate the assist, Van, for sure. So if I put the bishop here... Alright, so this covers that. If I put the bishop here... Which means I want to put the other knight here, I think. So that covers that square and that square. The rook covers this square and this square. And then I just need to put the bishop over here, which is a pain in the butt because of how the bishop moves, but otherwise should be okay. And this is not reachable by any other piece. This can't be taken by any piece, I don't think. So I think that's mate. Awesome. Hey, we did it. We got there. Let's see here. We're gonna toxic and see exactly how much punishment this Dragalge can take. Not much. Alright, let's switch in Dirty Dirty. So, given how much damage Dragalge took, I think that it may be prudent to swap them out for another Mon. Just because of, like, even with the, like, relatively high resistances and such, it still nearly got knocked out. So I think that's a good indication that we should probably... Maybe we could try K-Rool. It is a dark type. Yeah, sure. We'll try it out. Oh, and it has Sandstorm too. That's actually a good consideration. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take the item and give it to K-Roll to try and give them some experience while we do some grinding. How do you do, Challenger? I'll be your attendant for this one. Alright, so this is going to be a much tougher one for sure. Alright, so it looks like the king had castled at one point, perhaps with a rook. And so it's basically completely blocked off. Which means that we have to get it with the knight. This looks like a rook, so I think there's a knight. A knight can be safe there. Alright, so if I put the knight here, it can't be reached by anything, so that checks the king. But then the king can just move here. How do I checkmate it even though I don't have access to... Do I have another knight? Can I get this pawn to the end and change it into a knight? I can. Sick. So then what I want to do... So where do I want to put this, this second knight? Because if I put this second knight here... Well, let me rephrase. So the knight has to go here, I think. Because then that prevents the king from moving, but then I need something to answer the queen. Right? Alright, so that mates the king and prevents the... Oh wait, no, hold on, because the... Shit. He'd have the... Yeah, I just saw the knight behind it. I just saw the knight behind it. Because he'd have to take the knight that's checking. So let me redo. Let's see here. So I'm pretty sure that the knight has to go here. And so now the knight is there, they have to either move the king or get rid of the knight. They can't get rid of the knight, so they have to move the king to the white. If I move I can move the pawn, change it to a secondary knight if I want to, but the problem is that if I put anything in this square... Yeah, you're right. Actually, that is just mate. It's a lot simpler than I thought it was. I had the solution. I was just overthinking it. No, I think I overthought it. I think I had the solution. Alright. Yeah, I think I was just, like, overthinking it, to be honest. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save. I'm going to swap. I'm going to start with Crocodile. And I'm going to see if it's able to kind of take the enemy here. And if it's not... Beldam has Levitate, I think. Let's switch in Charlie. Nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a save. Save in, let's get some healing in, and from there I think we'll go ahead and give a level-headed shot at the gym challenge and kind of see how we stack up against the gym leader. Kind of see how many of his mon we can take down. I think we're going to lead with Doug Trio for now. Oh wait, no, this is a double battle. Hold on, what am I saying? Yeah, so we'll do Doug Trio and Taru, and that way we can Earthquake. And from there, we'll just kind of see how the battle goes. Oh, it's another puzzle. Ha. Alright, so King is here. What piece is that? Oh, that's a rook behind a knight. I was like, what is that hat? Alright, so we have to get the king in check and mate. So if we put... If I put a knight here... What do I have? I have a white bishop, 2 knights, a pawn that I can change into whatever. So if I just put like a queen here, if I just put like a queen... Alright, hold on. If I put a queen right here, or hell, even right here, let me go get a queen. Or actually, is there even a simpler solution? Hold on. If I put a queen right here, then this spot, and this spot are all taken. So then I just need something to prevent the king from taking the queen. And I can do that with a knight if I put the knight right here. I believe. But the problem is that I can't push a piece here because I don't have the ability to. So I think I need to change this thing into a black bishop. If that's the case. If I put the black bishop... So if I put a white bishop, like here, that takes care of this space. No, I can't put it there, so it would have to be here. So white bishop... Okay, let me... Okay. So if I put white bishop here... or even here, I guess, is fine, technically. White bishop forces king to move. If I put the knight here, then that cuts off this escape route. And then I just need a black bishop, I think, to stop it. Alright, so I think the knight has to go here, actually, to cut off this escape route, and then I need a black bishop. Alright, I think I got this. Oh, that was dumb. Because now I can't get it out. Alright, so that goes there. Bishop. And so I can push it. Alright, so the white bishop needs to go here. Or the black bishop needs to go here, I think. Or it could technically go here. Is that right? Yeah, I think it needs to go there, technically. Alright, so that's there. Right, and then the white bishop. So I think that does the trick, right? Because white bishop checks there. Black bishop checks there. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, I have to protect my king. My king is in check. It's in check from the queen. Alright, we did it. Alright, that was a thing. Let's see how we do on this one. Alright, we're going to lead with K. Rool again. And I think we're going to try and get some more experience on it before the gym challenge. A Wobbuffet? Let's Sandstorm. Alright, well now that there's a Sandstorm brewing, we can switch to... Let's Stone Edge. Alright, let's switch back out to K. Rool. Get that Sandstorm going. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so let's head back, heal up, and then we'll give Radimus a hopefully a battle that is a good one. And, you know, now that I actually have like a decent amount of cash, I kind of don't want to lose. Funnily enough. Alright, this was the last one, I think. So let's go ahead and swap. And now for the main event. I agree wholeheartedly. So I think my strategy for now is going to be to lead with Taru and the Shine, since the Shine can Earthquake with Taru with impunity. And then I think with Taru, we'll perhaps try getting like a Whirlwind going. Or a Tailwind going, rather. And we'll see how it goes. Well, met Erica. And voila. Are you ready? Yes. Go, Erica. Beat his butt. Alright. The battle shall be a 6-on-6 double battle. Alright, so I know that he's going to try and do Trick Room, which is a strategy to flip the speed, so that's going to be a big deal. Alright, let's start with the Earthquake then. And I think we'll start with a Tailwind to try and... No, because if it's going to Trick Room, then I want to be mindful of that. So maybe trying to air slash the Gallade, which I think might hit the hardest. Yeah. Nice. Alright, so I got the Trick Room going. I think we're going to try and Sucker Punch now, because the thing is that both my Pokemon are going to be much slower than theirs. So I think we'll try and Sucker Punch the Reluniclus or whatever it is. And I think Whirlwinding the Metagross for now. Oh, okay. Or it could just die. Okay. So let's send out that. And... Cure Roll. Alright, well, we're gonna get the Sucker Punch off on the Reuniclus. And I guess we'll try Crunch. Alright, well we took that down, that's good. A Malamar, okay. I don't know what Malamar does, but it scares me. Oh man, I was really hoping that the Sucker Punch would take out the Metagross. Okay. I guess we'll Flare Blitz that thing. And I guess we'll try and Psychic that. That's rough. It's a Dark type? Well, that sucked. Okay, well that didn't go very well. Can't Psychic Malamar. Yeah, I found that out afterwards. Alright. So, strategy. I wonder if it's better to try and take out the Reuniclus first, then? Because we were lucky that we took out the Gallade. But I wonder if maybe it's better to use Dugtrio, try and take out the Reuniclus, and maybe try and stop the Trick Room from happening first. Do I have anything else that's... Oh, I could actually... I don't know what type the Hidden Power is, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, I think this is maybe my best bet for now. Let's try and take out the Reuniclus, and then see if maybe we can just outspeed the rest of the team. Alright. I love this guy's sprite, by the way. Alright, so let's Earthquake here. And I'm going to Air Slash the Reuniclus. That's rough. That's rough. Alright, well I don't see us winning this one, boys. Yep, okay, that didn't work out. Okay. Alright, well what if we try a different strategy then? So let's find some of our slowest, dumbest Pokemon and use those instead. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to, like, short of like getting a lucky critical hit with the Air Slash, I don't think I'm going to be able to KO it in one blow. So let's find our dumbest, slowest Pokemon and use those instead. Gamera is a consideration, funnily enough. Palisand, also strong consideration. being a ghost type. So let's try... Let's try this. Double crunch and turn one would probably kill a Reuniclus. You think so? My concern is that I don't think I'm fast enough to. Like, I think the Gallade would actually take it out. But I guess we could try that. Outslowing also valid. Alright, here, let's do this first. Let's try the double crunch with the team that we have up there. And then if that doesn't work, we'll go and try and outslow the Trick Room. Alright, let's try this. Alright, let's crunch this thing. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Wow. Alright, that's big game. Alright, so Malamar's a dark type. Let's try... Let's try Rapidash and see how that goes. Let's just try and Flare Blitz. Okay, yeah, we knew the superpower was coming. Alright, let's try and take down the Malamar. Okay, and then the Slowking I think is going to take out Charlie. Noivern does not have great HP. Oh, this thing has Trick Room too. I did not know that. I should have known that. I did not know that. We're gonna try and finish up this gym battle here, see if we can knock this out. Yeah. What HP does it? Sorry for being unclear. Yeah, you know, honestly, I'm also still not sure. Alright, I'm not sure where I can check that, or rather, I don't think I have access to where I can check. I don't believe I have access to where I can check what the hidden power is, so my only way to know is to kind of, Oh, there is somebody at Apophel Academy? I thought I don't have access to that. I thought that was... Yeah, I guess I can go to the Apophil Academy and check it out then. Alright, that's probably something I should go do before we go to the battle again. There are also calculators. You know, that's actually probably faster. Komoro, which will tell you the base power. Well, Komoro, thank you for the advice. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and plug it into a hidden power calculator and see what happens. And I believe that we'll be able to do that first. So let's go ahead and just go down the list. Alright, so Noivern has hidden power. IVs. Alright, so got 3, 20, 21, 31, 31, 26. So Noivern has a psychic. I should probably make a note of this somewhere. Alright, so Noivern. Alright, so Noivern's hidden power is psychic. Lunatones. We have a 2, 12, 27, 30, 0, 15. Poison. Alright, so it's psychic and poison, basically. And so we were able to take out the Reuniclus and stop the Trick Room that time. I think there we messed up because we allowed the slacking to get a Trick Room off of its own. That being said, we can still check out some of the other stuff that we have option-wise. Let's check out Magneton's hidden power while we're at it. So let's see, we got 8, 31, 8, 5, 5, or 8, sorry. 8, 20, 31, 8, 5, 5. Magneton's is grass. So actually I think that means that we probably should keep the Durant is good against this gym. I don't have a Durant. That said though, I think I am going to swap in Magneton instead of the Lunatone. Just because I don't think the poison typing is going to be particularly effective, and the fact that Garlic Jr. has Garlic Jr. has some lightning moves is going to be helpful against the slacking. Because I think what we'll try and do is we'll try and lead with Double Crunch again, and then from there we'll swap in the Magneton to take out the slacking should it come in. Taru I'm still also not super thrilled with. Like, having the Psychic isn't that good. And I think maybe we could try Passimian. Because it's mostly Psychic type, so I think Dragalge is not going to be very helpful here. I guess we could check and see what Bronzong's hidden power would be, should we do it. 6, 23, 1, 28, 10. So Liberty Primes would be a bug hidden power, which is good to know. Could maybe knock that off instead of Hypnosis. But yeah, so I wasn't super impressed with Taru during that gym battle, if I'm being honest. So I think I'll try something else. Unless we want to try, yeah, let's do this. Alright, let's lead with Dirty and let's lead with these two. Alright, Radimus, let's see how this goes. Alright, so let's do the double crunch again so we can stop the Trick Room, and that'll help us start to outspeed some of the enemies. The Ice Punch will take down K. Rool. That's fine. Nope, took down Dirty this time. Okay, so let's swap into the Shine. And let's do Sucker Punch, actually. So Malamar's gonna do Superpower, I think, and I think he's gonna hit K. Rool. So I think what I can do is I can... So if I dig... Can I set this up so that I can... Maybe I can just Sucker Punch the Gallade? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try and Sucker Punch and Crunch the Gallade. Wow, okay. Alright, so now let's Sucker Punch Gossip Gardevoir, and I think we'll try and Crunch the Gossip Gardevoir as well. Okay, alright, not the end of the world. Let's try Passimian, which I know is not going to be like a great choice in this gym. But I think being able to double edge... And then I can use Flare Blitz. And that'll take out the Gossip Gardevoir. Alright, so that thing is going to get to do its Trick Room, so I think we just have to kill it at all costs. Why'd I Flare Blitz? That was a really dumb thing, because it's Water type. Oh boy, okay, that was really dumb. Yeah, I was shocked that Dugtrio lived through that as well. You know, honestly, with the experience that I got from that, I'm kind of just fine taking the loss in cash. If I'm gonna be totally honest. Passimian was fine, I guess. I mean, taking a fighting type into a psychic gym is kind of loose anyways. So maybe I should be using Liberty Prime? Yeah, F for sure. Welcome into chat, by the way. As I kind of try to do my best to work through this gym challenge. You can reverse Trick Room with Oranguru. How do I do that? Like using Trick Room again? Or you mean just using a slow Pokemon to wreck shit? Yeah, I could just try and use maybe just a super slow Pokemon instead. Because it's not like I don't have options, right? Like, I have this thing here, which I probably should be taking into the gym. What if I try this? So I can double crunch the Reuniclus right at the beginning. The Gallade will go down. Oh, the second Trick Room does reverse it. Okay. I can try that. My Oranguru is not very strong, though. It also does not have Trick Room. So I would have to, like, level it up to get there. And I'd like to try and see if I can take out the gym tonight without having to do more grinding. Because we just spent the last 2 streams doing grinding, and that's, you know, it gets old after a little while. I wonder if Gamera is worth playing. Learns it at 50. If we can't beat it with the tools that we currently have, then I think that that's definitely a good option, for sure. Is you know, getting some EV training in and then grinding it up to 50. But I think that we have the tools that we should be able to defeat the Trick Room if we play it right. So I think what the game plan is for now is we'll use these two to take out the Reuniclus and try to just kind of take down the team as it comes through. When the Slowking comes in, if we're not able to kill it with Garlic Jr., then from there we'll try and Shiinotic. Yeah, Shiinotic's also super slow. Oh yeah, this thing is like dirt slow. Yeah, it doesn't have a Spore yet. I would have to grind it up. Other option, I guess, would be Overrun. With its 54 speed. Or Nefertiti with its 44 speed. I used a level 13 Butterfree in this gym with Spore. I bet. That's actually pretty hilarious. I guess given that, it's actually probably worth exploring to see if I have anything low level that has maybe like a good status move. Like I think I have Meowstick, which might not be bad. It's a prankster Meowstick with like pretty low speed. So I get like Light Screen to reduce the incoming damage for a few turns. But let's take a look and see if maybe there's something else in here that we could consider using. Alright, so we're looking for moves that are, like, good at, like, sleep and stuff like that. So, Stun, Spore, and Poison Powder. Bellsprout does have Sleep Powder. Only 75 hit rate, which isn't great, but I can definitely buy some time. Alright, let's try it like this first, and then we'll see if that's maybe a good option. Because I think we'll try that next, but let's try this for now. We've already lost all our cash, so there's nothing. We have nothing to lose, really. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's try and brute force our way through this, and then if we have to start using, like, sleep powder and stuff, then we'll do that. Damn, K-Rool taking one for the team. Let's do Garlic Jr. actually, because we can crunch the Gallade, and the Magneton's hidden power is that we can Flash Cannon, I guess, the Malamar? What's Malamar's weaknesses? Wow, this thing is really weak to Bug type and Fairy type. I guess that just means that we should probably just Flash Cannon. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll switch in the Shine, and now that'll give us card block, the ability to run Card Blanche with Discharge. Alright, so now we're going to... I guess we're going to have to slash the Slacking, because we can't Earthquake, because that'll actually kill Garlic Jr. And we'll Discharge here. Damn. Alright, well the Trick Room went in, so let's swap into Cheeky. And now we can Sucker Punch the Slowking. And then we can let Cheeky do... I guess Shadow Ball? Okay. Alright, so now it's just down to Rapidash. Alright, so we're going to Flare Blitz this Malamar here. And I think we're going to Shadow Ball the Gardevoir. That was rough. Alright. Crunch Discharge. Yeah, I guess that would have probably been a better move, Van, you're right. Yeah, you know, I only just noticed that last round that it was buffing itself when it did that, so I probably should prioritize it faster than what I had been. I wasn't super impressed with Cheeky that round, gonna be honest. It just doesn't hit hard enough. Even though it is slow, it's not very hard hitting. I need something that's slow and hits like a truck. And this just isn't it. Maybe I can try Nefertiti. Yeah, Golem's an option. I mean, It doesn't hit that hard, if I'm being honest. And its special defense is Garbo. But I can try stacking. Yeah. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll... maybe we can try Ermac, actually. Alright, so this is going to be our last attempt, I think. Yeah, so I think this is what we'll do. This will be our last attempt for the night, everyone. And I think we'll start and we'll lead with a double crunch, see how that goes, and then once one of those goes down, we'll swap in Ermac, do a prankster light screen, and then see how that, if that helps a lot, because a lot of the attacks are coming in as special. Alright. Alright, let's get that double crunch option on. Alright. I accept. Alright, so now the Malamar's in. Let's send an Ermac then. And what we'll do is we'll crunch down the Gallade. And then we'll lead with... we could lead with Charm, actually, on Malamar. Oh, it's not affected by Psychic. That was really dumb. Well... Alright, we're just going to, Sucker Punch this thing. I was really hoping that would flinch the Slowking. It did not. Alright. Alright, everyone. Well, that's going to be it for us, for now anyways. So for everyone who did stop by, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So we're going to be tackling this again later, later on. So basically, just for those of you who haven't been here before, just throw me a follow if you can. I really do appreciate it. Update VGC, I really appreciate it, for sure, for that follow. So I stream now on Tuesdays and Sundays at 9:30 and Thursday at 9. I do different stuff, so typically for Sunday nights I'm usually doing Pokemon Reborn stuff, which, you know, I genuinely enjoy. I do usually play Among Us on Tuesdays with some friends, but if that falls through, that ends up turning into a Pokemon stream as well. I'm actually on the East Coast time zone, so I'm out here in Florida. So I'm typically streaming a little bit later in the East Coast time, so 9:30ish until, you know, around this time or so. If you do like Dungeons and Dragons, I do a podcast with a friend of mine on Thursdays at 9 o'clock, where we just talk D&D, we talk about dungeon mastering, and if that's something that you're interested in doing, I'll go ahead and post a link in the chat to the Discord channel that we use. And honestly, it's just kind of my general purpose Discord as well. So if you're interested in joining and, you know, catching up, you can, you know, chat us up there. And I'll even be in voice chat, so perhaps you can join into voice later on and we can chat during one of the streams. So let me get the invite going. Um, and for those of you who are interested, here's the invitation. So again, that's the Discord largely for the Talking as a Free Action podcast that I do with my buddy. So if you like D&D, I definitely recommend that. But if you're in there, I'll be in there during the Pokemon streams as well. So that's also a good place if you want to chat it up. My buddy Marvin also does Pokemon Showdown streams, so you can check that out too. Anyways, that's a real long way of saying please come and check it back out again. I do also have all of my older playthroughs up on YouTube, so if you want to check that stuff out and see what else I've been doing, I guess I'll throw in a link for that as well in the chat. Why not? All right. So, with that being said, again, thank you guys so much for joining in. You guys really, make this worthwhile for me. And with that, I will see you all next time. And if you're on YouTube, of course, just throw us a follow. Not many Reborn content creators out there. Yeah, I really love this game, and I wish that more people played it. To be honest. Yeah, for sure. I know my buddy Marvin's also doing a playthrough of his own, but he's not streaming it. But for sure, I'll be doing this every Tuesday, so update if you want to stop in. I'll definitely appreciate you, man. All right. So with that, everyone, I hope everyone has a fantastic evening, and I will catch you all later this week. Peace out, everybody.